Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Robin's Pampered Stars organization meeting. For those of you attending for the first time, I'm Robin Moylan, your senior director. I want to welcome all of you to our organization meeting for September. Of course, it's a couple of days early, but it's our September meeting. And please have a piece of paper and pen handy for any questions that might come up. And we'll have some time at the end of the call to maybe get those answers for you. So I'm so excited that the new products are launching on Friday. Did everyone get a chance to check out the new fall products? I've been making videos demonstrating some of them. Maybe some of you have seen those videos in the new product group on Facebook. It was super fun being a part of testing those products out before they were launched. If you haven't, check them out. They are so fun. I'm going to have Suzanne, I asked Suzanne to queue up the video of the new products so we could all watch right now. So without further ado, Suzanne, can you play that video for us?
I can. You just have to enable me to share my screen.
Okay, I'm looking right now. And sharing all participants. There we go. It should be good now.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yep.
So what'd you guys think? Do you have a favorite? Drop it in the chat if you have any of these products and if you've used them. I am addicted to the Pop and Stir. That was the first product that I tested. And I probably have made candied cashews and pecans in it probably 20 times. So good. And with the new product launch, that means we have to update our templates and revamp them. Be sure to add your new products in your templates before your September parties start. Pampered Chef has done so much for us. If you go to marketing imagery, there's beautiful photos. If you go to where we shop for products and samples, there's descriptions there. We can just, copy and paste and change a few words so we don't get in trouble. all of us putting the same words out there, but they've done virtually everything for us. So just take a look if you haven't already. There's still a few days left before the Friday parties start. So check it out. You'll see new recipes as well. They even have some of the season's best recipes that are in the new season's best there. The pictures are gorgeous. Just if you are wondering what you can post in your business page, check out some of those recipes and just throw a recipe every day and highlight a product that is used in that recipe. You really don't have to do a lot on your business page. It's basically just a vessel for you to create groups for your parties. But throwing one post out there a day keeps it active and keeps people coming back. And I try to post the same time every day. I post at 6:06 a.m. because most people in the morning, I know I do this. You have your cup of coffee or your tea or whatever your morning drink is, and you're just scrolling. So I try to get things out early, and the same thing in my parties. I try to post the games early and everything because I'm sure you guys do the same thing. You're just scrolling for a few minutes while you're drinking your coffee. So every season presents new challenges in booking new parties. I know that we're all having to work harder for less sales. That's why booking lots of parties is more important than ever. And I know that I seem to be hearing the word no more often lately. I was going through my itineraries from past meetings from a few years ago and found notes that I spoke about 3 years ago. And they're still relevant today. So I wanted to share them because they're going to be relevant next year and they're going to be relevant 5 years from now. So I know that we get down and we worry about our business, and that is totally normal. We all go through a range of emotions. I do. I know that a lot of our team members do. And it's what you do moving forward that will make the difference in your business. We all experience that feeling, but it's what we can do from here that will define our future. We have all heard the adage, necessity is the mother of invention. I know you guys have heard that saying. When our old ways of booking parties become less successful, we can sit back and say we did all we could and still cannot book a party. But did we really do all that we could? When one method fails, we have to try something different. We have nothing to lose in trying new ideas. What's the worst that can happen? We're going to hear the word no again. When I first started my business, I hated to hear the word no. It actually made me feel like I had a stomach ache because I felt like I was failing. I started to feel even afraid to ask because of that feeling. My husband has been in sales for over 40 years, and he acknowledged he used to feel the same way in the beginning. But then he realized many people might say no because most of the time their no was based on their perception of what the word was required of them. Seasoned salespeople view the word no as an opportunity to uncover an objection. If you go to our organization page to the 7 steps document, thank you, Stacy, for making that. I mean, and it's a live document, so she's constantly updating it. You will see an overcoming objections section where there is literally an answer for every no. If you put in the search bar on our organization group, overcoming objections, I also have posts in there with words to use. You can just copy and paste. It's that simple. Once I started to find out the reasons why potential hosts were saying no, I became better at countering their objections. And guess what? It became easier to book parties. Plus, I realized I no longer had that feeling in my stomach when I heard the word no. Now, when I hear the word no, it's like they're saying chocolate or dessert or some good word. It doesn't affect me the way it used to because I'm not scared anymore. And that's really the feeling. You're scared of hearing it again and how it's going to make you feel. We are fortunate to have some very successful people in our organization from the top down. I mean, we have so many people that are thriving in this business, and they have had the ups and downs that we all go through. But the difference is they push through it. Look at all the successful people in the Zoom call right now. You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to work your business, if you didn't want to be better. Using each other as resources when you need help or want to bounce an idea off someone else. Sharing new ideas will make us all better. September sales are usually strong because of our new products launching. That's the way it's been for the last 5 years that I've been doing this. October sales are usually strong as people buy for themselves, as well as holiday shopping for those that start early. November sales stay strong as Thanksgiving and holiday season are a time for family and friends to gather around a large home-cooked meal and desserts. Many cooks introduce their children and grandchildren to the joys of cooking and baking this time of year. This is the time to work your business and get those bookings on your calendar. Book more than you want to do, because inevitably you're going to have people cancel on you or reschedule. So I say your calendar is never full. Book as many as you can. That way it won't hurt you when people start dropping off or rescheduling or ghosting you or whatever it is that you do. Let's work together to make this the best season ever for our organization. Thank you for your time. Now, I would like to introduce Advanced Director Madison Taro. She will be talking with us about the perks of directorship. Take it away.
Hey everyone. So I told Robin that I wanted to talk about directorship because that is probably the most life-changing experience. So I'm gonna see if I can share my screen. Okay, hope I share the right one because I have a lot. I have a lot open. Let's go. There we go. I'm also multitasking. I'm studying for my professional exam and listening to the meeting at the same time. So, Robin, I think you're on mute.
Madison, take a minute to tell people who you are that are new on this call.
Like where I'm from.
Yeah, where you're from and what you do. You have another job and
Oh, okay. So my name is Madison Taro. Actually soon to be Madison Inland in like 2.5 months. From Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana, actually. And I'm a civil engineer, full-time, and do Pampered Chef part-time. And forgot what else to say. But anyways, I just became an advanced director, I think June or July. I don't remember. Anyways, it was this summer. But I became a director in January of 2022, last year. So I wanted to share with you all the perks. Let's see if I can figure out how to change. There we go. Y'all are covering the words. Let me move them around. There we go. Okay, so here you can see some of the perks from Pampered Chef. The perks that they show is an extra 3% bonus, is what I like to call it, on your personal team sales. For every active consultant, you get $10 each month, which is $150 in sales for each of those. You earn incentive trip points faster. So if you're trying to work towards Boston or towards Punta Cana, Punta Cana, I think this year. You can earn new free products, and you also get either a necklace or a pin if you're male or female. Then You get invitations to calls, you get director and above only training every month from Pampered Chef. Also at conference you get special training. Um, you get more of a discount on your personal orders. So I think when you start as a consultant, I think you get around 20-ish%, but you get more than that. I think closer to 30 as a director, but I don't know the exact number. Um, every year you get $100 in Pampered Chef dollars to help you in your business. And you can apply that towards products, towards training, towards conference, all of those things. Every month that you sell 1250, you get home office leads, which means people that randomly order on pamperedchef.com and not under a specific consultant you sent them. You get the trip points, the necklace, 250 Pampered Chef dollars when you promote, and the new products in a director box. And I'll show you in detail what those perks mean. So for the director training, like I said, you get monthly leader calls. You also get special director and above training at conference, which I know you also get director and above parties at conference. They had one this year. So you get this extra little box on your um, explore page in Consultants Corner on how to help your team. And you get home office leads. So every month that you're selling 1250 personal sales, Pampered Chef sends you people that are local to you that are just ordering on the website. I think it's within a certain amount of radius from you, but I don't know that exact amount of radius. I get a lot of people in Lafayette because it's a bigger city, and I actually get probably close to 10 a month. So it's a good amount. You can come in. Then you also get trip points, which is the most exciting part because I'm actually like less than 1,000 points from earning Boston, but I'm going for Punta Cana because that's where I want to be. So there's plenty of time left to get trip points. Whenever you promote, you get 5,000 trip points. And each month that you're paid at title as a director, you get 1,000 trip points. You can also get trip points as a team leader. It's 500 per month. And at advanced director is 1,500 per month. I don't know how much it gets past that because I haven't earned those yet, but sooner or later I will. But you also can bring a travel partner with you on these trips for free. So I'm sure you don't have a normal job that pays you and sends you on trips for free. Then you also get a necklace. This is when I got mine last year. They send you a, a spoon pendant with a red Swarovski's crystal in it because director is red. And you also get a red spatula at conference because director color is red. And then our director boxes that we get every season. This is some of our products that we've earned. And all of our directors on our team. And yes, you get almost every single product a second one of the new season. Almost every single one. I think we just didn't get double of the baker and the prep system this season. Everything else we got double up. So like the pop and stir, we got 2 of. Everything that has 2 dots underneath, we got 2 of those as a director. This is all of the new fall products that you saw earlier in the video, but you can check on Consultants Corner for all of the products you earned at which level in May and June sales. Then you also earn cash as a director. If you're within your first 90 days, you have the 3,000 cash. Actually, if you're in your first 100 and 180 days, but as a director to promote and get the 3,000, work on getting the 3,000 cash, you do it in your first 90 days. But even if you're outside of your 90 days, you can still earn 50 Pampered Chef dollars every time you recruit somebody and they reach $12.50 in sales. You get 50 Pampered Chef dollars, which is just like Pampered Chef gift card. I'm sure you've heard of Pampered Chef dollars before, but if you're in your first 90 days, you also get $100 cash whenever the person you recruit reaches 150 12.50 in their first 90 days. And whenever you promote to director, you also get $250 Pampered Chef dollars. As you can see, I was paid as a director in January 2022, so I got the deposit in February. And oh yeah, you also get the bigger discount on your personal orders. Like I had said, I don't remember the exact amount, and you also get the $100 annually, which I think is around January. I don't remember. Or it might be a year from your promotion, but I could be wrong. But then there's also $3,000 cash that if you're in your first 90 days as a new consultant, you can get the 500 when you promote to a director in your first 90 days, $500 whenever you are paid as a director for the first 3 months of your promotion. And then if you promote to advanced within your first 6 months, you get $1,000 bonus check. And whenever you hold advanced title for the 3 months after your promotion, you are also given another $1,000 bonus. And this is all on top of your regular commission that you earn, and also on top of the 50 Pampered Chef dollars, and on top of your $100 for the new consultants. When you're in your first 90 days, it's a whole bunch of stacked bonuses. So as of August 1st, Pampered Chef actually transferred from Fast Track Rewards to what's called Success Rewards. So now, instead of it being 500 in your first 90 days, I can't see. Let me move this. There we go. Instead of it being 500 in your first 90 days, you earn 100 when you promote to team leader in your first 90 days. And then when you hold that title for at least 1 month, you get that second $100. When you promote to director in your first 6 months or 180 days, you get $400. When you hold that title for 3 months, you get another 400. And whenever you promote to advanced director in your first 180 days, you get $1,000. And when you maintain advanced title, you get whenever you maintain it for 3 months, you get that second $1,000 check. So that's how the 3,000 is broken up now. And this is what all the other rewards that you can earn whenever you're a new consultant. But I just mainly want to talk about the director rewards. And then, oh, let me get out. I wanted to show y'all, and of course I don't have it pulled up. This thing's in the way. Success. There's also this success rewards chart that shows you the comparison between what's the difference between oh wait, that's not the one I was looking for. Here we go. This one. There we go. So it shows you the difference between what the old system was compared to the new system. I had just kind of spoke through it quickly earlier, but this shows you if you're wondering what's old versus what's new. If you join before July 31st, you'll still be on the fast tracked level, which is what I said first. But if you join after August 1st, you'll be on the success rewards. So that will be with team leader included. Whereas before you didn't get the bonuses as team leader. Now going back. There we go. Okay, so a breakdown of how to promote the director. You need 5 active consultants under you in the same month, $750 in personal sales, and 5,000 personal team sales, which means the 750 can go towards the 5,000. And each of those active consultants on your team will help you get to the 5,000 as well. And then once you promote to maintain your title, you do not have to have the 5 active consultants. You just need the 750 personal sales and the 5,000 personal team sales. Another way to get director without building a team is to have 75,000 personal sales in the past 12 months and 6,000 personal sales in that current month. So, and the perks or the 3% overrides on your sales, on your personal team, and on your first gen. Also, 50 Pampered Chef dollars for every recruit that joins your team and sells $1,250. Plus, you get $10 per active consultant per month. So if you have 5 active consultants, that's $50. If you have 10 active, that's $100, and so on. Then, this is how it can look. The 5 active on your team does not have to be directly recruited by you. As you can see, Jen here, if she would have not had a team, she would have only had $552 for commission. But because she has a team, she got 44% more than if she would have not had a team. And she got 797 by this build right here. So to be a director, you just need two direct recruits. So like Pat and Chris, or Pat and Les, or Pat and Jill. And the other 3 can be anywhere in the tree. So either you could do all 5 yourself, you could do 4 and somebody else can recruit 1 on your team. It can be however, but you just need at least 2 directly recruited by you. Then once you promote, you become a director and you get all the director perks. Let's see. So who's ready to promote? Drop it in the chat. And if you don't know if you're sure about being a director, I'm sure all of the other directors in here would be happy to help you promote. So I just want to remind you that you got this. And I think that is the end of the slides. Yes, that's the end.
Thank you so much, Madison.
You're
So
welcome.
exciting. I still remember when you messaged me and told me that you were promoting and you told me how you were doing it, and you did it. You made a plan and you wanted it and you made it happen. So thank you so much for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
Now I'd like to introduce to you another advanced director, Suzanne Hennihan. She'll be talking with us about developing relationships with your hosts and your customers. Take it away, Suzanne.
All right. Hey guys, I am Suzanne. I live in New Jersey, South Jersey, about 20 minutes from Philadelphia. I am a full-time special education middle school science teacher, and I go back to work on Friday. Not really looking forward to it, but gotta do what you gotta do. And I also work the heck out of my Pampered Chef business. Um, so then I'm going to talk to you about developing relationships, because it's not only vital, but it's also incredibly rewarding for our journey as Pampered Chef consultants. So we're going to explore the significant role that developing relationships with hosts and guests plays in our success and growth within the Pampered Chef community. And relationships are the foundation of any successful business. And in the world of direct selling, they're absolutely essential. So I am going to share my screen. So let's start by emphasizing the importance of creating an exceptional customer experience. When we build genuine relationships with our hosts and guests, we go beyond simply selling products. We create lasting impressions and positive memories. And a strong connection ensures that their experience with Pampered Chef is not just transactional, but memorable and personal. Developing relationships with our hosts and guests is a key factor in establishing trust and loyalty. When hosts and guests feel valued and understood, they're more likely to trust our recommendations and return for future parties. So a strong relationship increases the likelihood of repeat business. Happy customers will keep coming back for more. Loyal customers are not only repeat buyers, but they also become advocates who spread the word about the incredible experience they've had with us. They refer their friends, their family, their coworkers to host their own parties or make purchases. And word of mouth referrals are incredibly powerful and can significantly expand our network. As Pampered Chef consultants, we're not just sellers, we're community builders. By nurturing relationships, we create a sense of belonging and engagement with our parties. Guests will be excited to return to parties where they feel like part of the community, fostering a positive environment that encourages interaction and learning. The relationships we form don't just benefit our business, they also contribute to our personal growth and fulfillment. So connecting with hosts and guests on a deeper level allows us to learn about their needs, preferences, and stories, and the feeling of making a positive impact on their lives can be incredibly rewarding and inspiring. The power of relationships with hosts and guests cannot be underestimated. By taking the time to build connections, we elevate our customer experience, foster trust and loyalty, generate repeat business, and contribute to the growth of our Pampered Chef community. Let's remember that our business is not just about products. It's truly about people. As we invest in these relationships, we're not just consultants, we're mentors, we're friends, we're trusted advisors who enrich the lives of those we serve. So let's talk about ways that we can build relationships with our hosts. Right now, I would like for you to drop in the chat, how many weeks or months in advance of your parties do you connect with your host? Is it a week, 2 weeks, a month? How much further in advance do you connect with your host prior to their party beginning? So I like to reach out to my hosts 2 months, 6 weeks, 1 month, 3 weeks, and 2 weeks before their parties begin. And I just simply send them a simple message. So for example, 2 months prior to their party, if you have parties, 2 months in advance, I say something like this. Hello, your name, Suzanne Hennigan from Pampered Chef here. I wanted to take a moment to express my gratitude for scheduling a party with me. I'm thrilled to be working with you and can't wait to make your party a success. As we gear up for your party, I would love to connect with you on Facebook. This way, we can stay in touch and share exciting updates leading up to the big day. Please send me a friend request and then I put my Pampered Chef, my Facebook link in there. So what this does is it starts to begin to foster that relationship with the host. So it's allowing the host to see like, oh, this person really cares about me. Okay, great. Then I send another one, 6 weeks. And once again, real simple. Hi, so-and-so, time flies. We're just 6 weeks away from your virtual Pampered Chef party. Can't wait for it. Do you have any questions or concerns? So now that some time has gone by since they booked the party with you, they might start to think about it. Oh, what did I get into? Or I'm not really sure how this is going to go. But if you ask them if they have questions and concerns, you're beginning to ease their mind to keep them wanting to host with you and not become, a cancellation or a ghost host. Then I send one month. Hello, so-and-so. Suzanne Hennihan from Pampered Chef here. I'm thrilled to remind you that our Pampered Chef party is just around the corner, and I can't wait to make it a success. I have you penciled in to start on date, and I will be sending you a text a week before your party starts to ensure everything is set and ready to go. In the meantime, if we're not already friends on Facebook, please send me a friend request at blah, blah, blah. Have you thought about what kind of recipes or products you'd like to showcase during the party? Let's brainstorm ideas to make it informative and enjoyable. So now what this is doing is getting the host to take ownership of their party. So if they're like, oh yeah, I really would like to have this product be featured, or, can you feature gluten-free recipes or low calorie or, whatever it is that they want to see. Well, now it's geared towards them. Now it's something that they're taking part of. Then I send one 3 weeks and I say, hey, the countdown begins. Your virtual Facebook Pampered Chef party is just 3 weeks away. If you have any ideas that you'd like me to do, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to discuss with you what I can do. So maybe there's somebody that, wants you to show off a certain product, or they like certain games being played or whatever. Once again, it just allows them to have more ownership of their party. And then 2 weeks. So, hello, Suzanne Hennihan from Pampered Chef here. I hope this message finds you well. As a friendly reminder, your Pampered Chef party is coming up soon, and I am excited to make it a success. To ensure that everything is set and ready to go, let's schedule a quick 5-minute chat the week of, and then I put the week before their party, to discuss your upcoming party and earn a $5 credit on your host order. Please let me know what time works best for you. So now I'm engaging with them by having a phone call with them. To me, it's worth me paying the $5 for them to hear how excited I am about their party, and then to be able to answer any questions that they might have. And I found that those who engage in that phone conversation with me do not cancel and they don't ghost. And their parties usually turn out to be pretty successful. So that's something that I like to do. Now, during my phone call with my host, I go over their role as a host and answer any questions. I will say something like this. I'm briefly going to go over your party and then answer any questions that you might have. The Tuesday prior to your party is when I will invite you to it. At that time, you will see an invite button in the party. Press that, and then your Facebook friends list will populate. You will then hit invite next to everyone's name. And don't pick and choose because everyone eats. You'll be surprised about who joins and orders. It's usually people that you do not think are going to that do. Each day I will send you a task or two. It's a very simple copy and paste words and image that will take you only a few minutes to do. The reason why I ask my host to do this is because Facebook has very strange algorithms. I can be posting throughout your party. Because your Facebook friends aren't my Facebook friends, they might not see it. But once you start posting and interacting in the party, they're going to see it, which in turn will increase their participation and generally lead to more rewards for you. So now what you're doing is you're telling them the importance of them interacting in their party. Because, we assume that they know this, but we have to sometimes, just really tell them. You have to interact in your party, and then you're going to get more rewards. I then ask them if they have any questions, and I go over them. And I also tell them that we can flip their party into their launch party. So we can change it and make them the consultant on the party. So now I'm going to go over some ways that I form connections with my guests. every day in the party and make sure to post a welcome message and tag all the new guests. It makes them feel like a part of the party from the very beginning. They also show genuine interest in each guest's preferences, needs, and cooking habits. So I'll ask open-ended questions like, what's your favorite type of cuisine? Or what kitchen challenges do you face? I encourage guests to actively participate in discussions, ask questions, and share their own cooking insights. It's so extremely important to not only like a guest's comments, but to actually respond to them to show that you are genuinely interested in them. So think about if you were doing this in a home party, okay? You wouldn't just give a thumbs up every time someone said something. You would actually have a discussion with them. So it's no different in the virtual world. Then when someone orders, I not only send them a thank you text for their orders, but I also post a thank you in the party. I know some people like to send a thank you email, but honestly, a text is much more profound. And then I make sure to check in on the guests who purchased 2 months, 5 months, and 8 months after they ordered. Because staying connected, it maintains the bond you've created beyond the party. So these are a couple examples. I'm not going to read them to you. I'm just going to post this in our organization page. That way, if you want some ideas, you can go back and you can read this yourself. But basically 2 weeks, I'm just telling them I'm checking in. Did you receive your products? Do you like your products? And would you like to respond, or would you like to receive recipes? Then 2 months, I, once again, check in, like, hey, how's everything going? If there's something that you need, here's my shopping link. If you have a wish list, I'd love to help you host a party. So I'm keeping myself in front of them and I'm keeping myself visible to them. Then 5 months, I ask them if they want to join my VIP texting club. So when we get specials and we get exciting things coming out, I have a list of VIPs that I specifically text that to. And then 8 months, I ask them again if they'd like to host a party. So I'm checking in with them again. A lot of time has gone by. Maybe they said no before, but maybe they'll say yes now. And then something else that I like to do in my parties is that I look for every opportunity for a guest to send me a private message. This opens up lines of communication with them. So, for example, I might say, send me a message to say hi and receive a welcome gift. And then I send them an e-cookbook. But it really allows me to begin to have a conversation. I'll ask them how they know the host, what they like to do, if they're familiar with Pampered Chef. And if they really love Pampered Chef, then I'm going to ask them if they ever thought about being a consultant. So not only does this get me to learn about them and have insight with them, it also opens the line of communication for when I want to ask them to book a party. Because, Facebook gives us only a certain amount of messages that we can send to new people each day. But if that person communicated with you first, it doesn't count towards it. And then you don't want to be in Facebook jail. And so remember, building relationships is about authenticity, empathy, and genuine interest in helping others. So by focusing on these aspects, you'll create a community of loyal hosts and guests who not only enjoy your parties, they also value your expertise and friendship. So you're making them feel valuable. They're not just another order. They're not just another name. They're not just another person in your party, but they're actually someone that they feel like you actually care about them. And so that is developing relationships with our hosts and our guests. Does anyone have any questions?
That was great. That is a lot of information. And some of the things, I'm sure a lot of the things we do already, but here's a few extras that we might want to try that Suzanne gave us some great ideas. Does anyone have any, you can unmute if you'd like to ask us any questions. You're welcome, Jen. I'm glad you're on
Suzanne,
the call. Hey,
are your check-ins, is that all through Project Broadcast?
It is. Yeah. So I use Project Broadcast to do all my follow-ups and to do my host coaching. So if you're not on Project Broadcast yet, I highly recommend learning it and signing up for it. It makes things so much easier. So like when somebody books a party with me, I just put them into my um future party campaign or whatever I call it on Project Broadcast. And then at the 2 months, at the 6 weeks, all those marks, like the message is going out automatically. Like I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about, okay, who do I need to message today? Because it's going. So yeah.
but those messages are totally doable by you as well. You
They
don't
are.
have to, yeah, you don't have to have Project Broadcast to do that. You can do, I don't use Project Broadcast. I do everything manually, which takes a little bit longer, but it's totally doable that way. And Suzanne's going to share those words with us, and you guys can just make them your own and start implementing one or two of those ideas. I mean, I'm not saying do everything that she does, but you could start implementing one or two extras in your parties to see how it works out. That's what I do. Whenever I'm on a training call, I might pick up one or two tidbits to try, because you've never been in this business too long to learn something new. If you're on the Monday night calls, if any of you are on the Monday night calls, you will see us there. You will see Suzanne there. You'll see Christina there. You will see Madison there. You'll see me there, because we always learn something. Someone new. It might be something we heard before, but just hearing it from someone else, it resonates with us and we'll try it. So those calls are invaluable. And if you can't make it live, I post the replay either the next day or the day after. I don't stay on that call the whole time because I go to bed early, but I try to stay on for the first half hour, and then I'll watch the second half hour at another time. But I always pick up some nugget that helps my business. I'm sure, Suzanne, you pick up things all the time on these calls, and especially on the set to soar calls. These calls that are done for us are amazing. The training that we are getting, that's because our National Executive Director, Stacy Itzel, our organization, we're a part of a #1 organization in the Pampered Chef business. I mean, I think there's over 88,000 consultants, and Stacy's organization is #1, and we are a part of that. Every little bit that you sell contributes to that #1 moniker. And her training and the people that she has on these calls to help us, they know what they're talking about. They are very successful, and they are very gracious and to come on the call and to share things with us. So we should really take advantage of it. Does anyone else have any questions? You can unmute and ask. I know there's some questions in the chat, but I think Christina's been on it answering. Yeah, she is. Well, I think that's it. If you guys don't have anything else to say, I want to thank you all for spending an hour of your time with us. And if you have any questions, you can message in our group chat and someone will answer it. And I appreciate you taking the time to learn something. You guys have a great night. And I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Robin. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.